Since the mid-1970s, Jamaica has enjoyed close relations with the European Union. It has been a mutually beneficial partnership aimed at supporting realization of the country's national development goals.
This relationship is based on shared values, on common priorities, both for the country, for the region, as well as globally. We share main values which underpin everything that European Union is about: human rights, democracy, rule of law. You have to remember that European Union is first and most of all a peace project. It started after the Second World War, so it was designed to help peace and prosperity to the people of Europe. And over the years, as European Union had several stages of enlargement, we gained a lot of experience of transformation, transition, and we are ready to share that experience with others.
The Jamaica-EU partnership has been held together by a series of negotiated conventions and agreements hammered out on both sides.
These agreements first took the form of what is known as the Lomé Conventions. There were 4 of those starting in 1976 and ending just around the year 2000. These were preferential trade arrangements. In 1996, the European Union decided to recast its arrangements with the ACP group, and it did a concept paper. That concept paper led to the Cotonou Agreement. It was an umbrella agreement through which development assistance would be provided to the ACP group. This is what is commonly known as aid, development aid. It's always been a part of the relationship between the EU and the ACP. There has been a controversial issue in the sense that there were many people who felt then, and still do, that there should have been a single agreement. Their argument is that the critical mass of the ACP group would exercise more leverage in negotiations than if they were broken up into 6 regional groups. On the other hand, it is argued by others that the regional economic partnership agreements were good because they could take account of the specificity of each sub-region within the 78 ACP countries.
Well, the current agreement, the Cotonou Agreement, which defines the legal basis of our political partnership and our cooperation, expires in 2020. Jamaica has already played a huge role in the preparations for these negotiations.
What was actually important was that we launched formal negotiations by August of 2018. That was a point in time that Jamaica held the presidency of the ACP Council of Ministers. So we played an important role in ensuring not only that the ACP mandate was agreed, but that we were able to agree with the EU to launch our formal negotiations in accordance with the agreement. That was a major threshold in order to ensure the success of the next stage. And that next stage is the negotiations which are underway.
So it will be very crucial that the Caribbean countries are very clear what it is that the region wants out of this agreement, and it will be basis for cooperation beyond 2020.
What has changed in the relationship in recent years is that the EU itself has expanded, and it has brought in a number of new members who are not familiar with the Caribbean. They may not be particularly interested or have any history with us, no vital economic or trade links. And on our side, we have limited resources. We just can't be everywhere.
There is also concern about the UK's stated intention to withdraw from the European Union and the potential impact of this on EU-Jamaica relations given the historical links with the UK. But the EU is adamant that as it looks to the future, the focus is on strengthening the EU-Jamaica partnership, supporting efforts to create equal opportunities for all, reducing poverty and improving people's quality of life.
Though the EU has been the largest provider of grant funding to Jamaica, as we grow and as per capita income increases, we can expect that there will be some challenge to maintaining the current levels of funding. Currently, EU engagement with Jamaica totals about 140 million euros approximately, covering 12 programs, which have been put in place to allow us to achieve our 2030 development goals and for us to be able to achieve the Millennium Development Targets and goals as well.
We've built a number of educational facilities with the programs. We've opened up a lot of areas for farming, and so the evidence really has shown, and like I said, that's what brings us to the fourth cycle today. The evidence really has shown that this type of financing is so essential towards the development of the country. And so the EU, being the large partner they are with grant funding for Jamaica, really has bolstered JSIF's work.
On the downside, many people have argued that it's very bureaucratic and difficult to actually draw down the aid, and it's very time-consuming and involves a considerable amount of documentation.
One of the challenges that we face is that as Jamaica continues to grow and develop, and as our status as not just a middle-income country, but we are now classified as a higher middle-income country. And as a result of that, our participation in the European Development Fund activities has been lowered over time. But we're going to make every effort that we can to make the case that EU support has been working, is working, and working across a number of sectors.
But one thing is, looks quite certain. Jamaica is going in the right direction. If the current reforms deliver economic growth that everybody hopes for, if the investments continue, probably within the next cycle, Jamaica will be a graduated country, which will change a little bit the nature of our relationship in a sense that it will be, first of all, a political partnership. It does not mean that development assistance will stop overnight, but of course, gradually the balance of it will change. So I look forward to working together with the member states who are represented here, with the non-resident member states, with the honorary consuls, and with the government and the people of Jamaica to make sure that this relationship, the partnership, and the knowledge of what we have to offer to each other continues to grow in the years to come.